Ooga booga. It's Daddy Spartan. You should know that already, though. My name's kind of like right below the video. I'm mainly on Twitch. Check me out there. But during my streams, I've seen a couple of people say that they really like how I have my stuff set up. So I kind of wanted to go do a little small video. I don't usually do these. I really don't make videos or do video editing, but I figured why not? I got some time tonight, so I thought I'd throw this together really quick. But I'm just going to walk you through how I run my stuff. And why I run certain things compared to others, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's get started. So whether you're running Island, Maka Underground, Silo, I will always run Tier 5 typically. You might ask, why not run Tier 6 or Collector Armor? My issue with Tier 6 and Collector Armor is it's really heavy, and you will run out of stamina really fast. The only time that I would maybe consider using Tier 6 or Collector Armor is if I was maybe doing like Night Island, where you're going to be stationary a lot. You're going to be playing a game of patience, so you're going to be moving position to position methodically. In that case scenario, I would maybe use Tier 6, but either way I still use Tier 5. You get it at level 4 Minty. Also too, then this is how I set up my armor. So I do 3 drums on the bottom, and then kind of like a dump pouch up top, and then two grenades on my chest at all times. They did just add the nerd pouch in the most recent content update. It will fit on there with this setup, but I would rather have my meds still in my bag, just because I've been playing this since basically pre-alpha, before it was closed off to everybody, and that's what I'm used to. That's how my muscle memory is built up to it. And by putting the nerd pouch on the vest, you get rid of those 2 utility slots for grenades, so I'd rather have them in my bag still. You could say that I could put it down here, but again, you have to come off gun, grab the pouch, open it, and then stem if you do it that way. And I just think that takes too much time, whereas if you got a bag on, grab it, stem, boom, and then that's it. So it's just muscle memory. That's why I run the mids the way I do. Gun, I'm Spectre 5. I run alphas. As soon as I can run alphas, I'm running alphas. If you can run another gun, that's completely fine. I don't care, but that's what I run because it's got the 75 round drum on it. It's the jack of all trades. It's got a fun switch. It's got decent recoil. That's what I like. Your gun may differ. Like you might be like Scope. You might like the Val a lot. That might be your jam. But for me, it's the Alpha. I would still probably run my vest the same way if I was running a different gun. Just because, again, it's like if you look at this, if I'm in a bad situation, I'm up, chums out, and I'm back online. So it's all preference though, like modified however you see fit, but that's just the way I like running it. Now for the real meat and potatoes, the backpack. So this is the way I run the backpack. I will usually have 3 smokes. I run these because they're silent. The other smoke grenade, the better one, quote unquote, it works like one of these do. You pull the pin and it makes a pop. It makes an audible pop. So if somebody's near you, they're gonna hear that. These, you pull the tab and it does not make a sound, so it does not alert somebody to your position potentially. So that's something to consider as well. 3 tangies, that will get you through a raid, 45 minutes, island, Maka, what have you. I run 6 meds. The reason I run my meds like this and like an L shape is because if you kill someone, you should be looting their meds. Meds are important. You get a stack of meds like this, and then you don't have to worry about harvesting all the time, things like that. You can harvest, and then you can sell those nerds for profit instead of having to worry about having backup meds because you've been looting off the players that you've killed. So there's that. 3 bandages is pretty typical. I run 8 energy drinks, 8 one-shots. Also, for fuck's sake, guys, unpack your one-shots. You do not need to keep them in the little sleeve that comes in. You can take them out and place them in your bag individually, and then you can just grab them and pop one in. It's that simple. That way you don't have to do more or less, what is it, like 3 extra actions? You pull out your bag, grab the sleeve, eat, and then you have to put it back. You just pull out your bag, grab one, and then boom, you're in. You're good. You're back up on your gun. The way this bag is set up is to maximize the essentials and have still a good amount to have loot. I would still probably run something similar to this with an adventure bag. I would maybe downgrade to about, if I'm using an adventure, it's probably start a wipe, so I'm probably using an adventure in like tier 4 armor, the tan rig. I'd probably downgrade to 4 energy drinks. Don't know if I'd be running one shots quite yet, and maybe be doing 4 meds. Still 3 tangies, and I would probably still run 3 bandages. Grenades, probably not as much. I just like having this amount of grenades in case shit gets really bad and I'm in a dicey situation. I just have a lot of backup utility. I probably don't need this many, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Kind of that ideology. But yeah, no. Anyway, that's how I set up my shit. So I don't know. Maybe it helps. This is obviously for like a late game kind of setup. Tier 5s you can farm pretty easily off of Collector or Kurtek on Silo. I personally don't play Silo anymore. I played it a shit ton when it was the only map we had back during alpha phase. So I am pretty much all siloed out, and it may have changed. I don't know. I don't do too much silo, like I said, but whenever I'd run silo, it didn't seem like I'd run into many geared people, so there's really not any allure to go in there anymore for me personally. If I want to get skulls, I can get skulls off of dead Chads on Maka that are running Scott, or I can wait for them to do Scott and then kill them as they come out. That's the way I kind of look at it. But yeah, no, that's just really all I have. I just wanted to talk about gear. I know some people are saying that they really like my setup, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, explain why I do it the way I do it. Obviously, this setup is copied off of Rage, the guy that I play with every night on Twitch. But yeah, that's really all I have. So yeah, I need to kind of restock this, but again, 3 smokes, grenades, your choice. Again, I kind of run a lot of extras, but your choice though. 3 tangies, 3 bandages, 6 meds at the bare minimum, 8 energy drinks, 8 one-shots. And again, Alton with face shield, your choice though, and your helmet. I know some people like the Ronin. Tier 5 rig, and again, the tier 5 is so that if you're in a fast-paced match where you're moving around a lot, like on Maka, or if you're on Day Island and you have to move around a lot to get from place to place to hunt people or respond to things, for example, I think tier 5 is the way to go over tier 6, because I mean, yes, you do have the one-shots, but we eat a lot of those really fast. Your hydration's going to go down really quick, and 3 tangies might not be enough, and that just doesn't seem worth it to pack more into this, because again, you want maximum utility to loot space, basically, is what you want here. So that's the way I run things. I do. That's the way Rage does it, and I learned off of him, but I just wanted to make a video about it. So yeah, deuces.